Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to come on. I'm in the process of trying to familiarize myself with the camera, being on camera without it being weird, being in public spaces on camera, the whole shebang. So, I just really wanted to come on and talk about fear and how we let it control us, even when we think we're not. You know, I started my business about 3 years ago. And when I first started, I was doing paid ads because I just could not be concerned with trying to record some videos. I did not want to be on camera. I wanted to be behind the scenes, and I thought that that would work. Little did I know I was trying to circumvent what I'm sorry, I'm spitting. I was trying to circumvent what God wanted me to do, right? Out of fear. Out of fear. I would talk myself out of doing almost everything that caused me to be present somewhere. If I couldn't send it in an email or get on a Zoom, it was not getting done. And, it sounds all futuristic and fine and dandy, but the real problem is human connection. I had been working remote and to myself so long. When I say so long, I mean the last 4 years, that I didn't want to deal with nobody. I didn't want to be in close proximity to anyone. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do by myself, somewhere off in a cut, and leave it to that. But then I'm praying for increase, right? I'm praying for a turnaround. I'm praying for people to see my business. I'm praying for customers, and I'm praying, just for that next level that'll catapult me to where I feel like I should be, and it all comes back to fear. I almost let fear stagnate me and dictate how this was going to come out. It wasn't until recently that I thought, okay, well, if you don't do it, who's going to do it? This is your business. This is your baby, right? These are the things God promised you. So how can I have expected someone to come and fulfill the duties that were given to me? I had to turn it around. I had to pray for strength. And then when the moments to be strong came, I had to be strong, right? I had to pray for clarity. And when the moments came to be concise, I had to take them. There is nothing new under the sun. We're more connected than you think. The majority of us have that same, what if they start looking at me like this? What if they start looking at me like that? Not realizing that even in public, most people, okay, they might be looking at you, but they're thinking about something different. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about something different. And I had to put my faith out there. The very same faith that I'm telling others to cling to, I had to increase my faith. Because where I was, I won't say I had a lack of faith, but there was some discrepancy, right? You doing this, you're going to do this for me, you're going to do that for me, but I'm not being obedient in the things that I'm supposed to be being obedient in, And again, it came back to fear. Fear was stopping me from being obedient, whether I wanted to admit it or not. It was stopping me from being obedient. I when I was younger, I used to hate the sound of my voice, and I used to hate, how I sounded on camera. A little side note, story time. Maybe I'll tell the full story later, but when I was in elementary, I used to be on the media team. I'm sorry, I was getting a notification. I used to be on the media team. And in those moments, we were doing the news live. So they were actually recording us. We would have to go to the media room. And we would sit at a desk and we would just do the news like you would be turning on your news at 7 o'clock in the morning. We were doing it in school that very way. And it didn't dawn on me until I started reflecting that in those moments, I wasn't scared. I was just doing what I thought I would be good at. And it was working for me. That ended ultimately because I had to switch schools. We moved when I was younger. So I never knew what came out of that because the dynamics and things changed after I moved. But it's crazy how when we're children, the things that could scare you as an adult, they don't faze you as children. They don't have the same weight. Children don't care about technicalities and how things should be done, and they're fearless. It's not till we become adults where we start shaking our boots, because we realize maybe it should be like this, maybe it should be like that. But I know that I'm rambling a little. I know that I am rambling a little bit. But just track with me, and that's again why I'm doing these, so I can get comfortable, so I can talk clearly, and not be stumbling over my words. But we gotta let fear go. We have to let it go, release it, cancel it out, what have you. Whatever you need to do with it, we have to release it. It's not going to do anything but hold us back and keep us down. Do you know the mind is your biggest hater? Your own mind is your biggest hater. What do you mean by your mind is your biggest hater, Raheem? I'll tell you. It's your mind that tells you can't do it. Your mind tells you can't do it before someone else gets a chance to, in most cases. Your mind tells you you're not going to be good at it before anyone else can tell you. Your mind calculates all the risk just so you won't have to do it out of safety. Your mind is doing that. So we take control of our mind. That's what we have to do. We have to take control over our minds. Because we can. We have dominion over all those things. And we have to use the power that we were given within. This video is approaching 10 minutes, and I didn't want to go past that, especially when I'm out and about for uploading purposes. It'll be a little different when I get home. I will try to stretch them out a little longer. But yeah, release and let go and stay the course. Don't let fear dictate the outcome.